Hello guys, so this is our next video on the handling the web controls. So in this lecture we will see the handling the visible and the invisible elements and how to handle the alerts and the pop-ups using the Cypress. So first start with the handling the visible and the invisible element. First we need to understand the scenario. So there is the website that I'm using for the sample purpose, and if you are click on this multi-city drop down button and accept this pop-up, you are able to see like one extra form and two button is visible now. And if you click on the one way button, then it's invisible. So basically our scenario is we need to click on this multi-city button, and then we need to validate this extra from and to is coming on this website, and that is visible. And if we click on that one way button, that is become invisible. So basically we need to check the visibility and the invisibility of this scenario using the Cypress for the particular scenario that element is coming properly or not. So for that, just open the Visual Studio terminal and open the URL. This time I will use the playground that is provided by the Cypress to fetch the locator. So you can get the idea how to use the Cypress playground also to fetch the locators, and using that you can directly create the locator and use for your test cases. So I'm just commenting the remaining code and just press Control S. So it's open the website. So first we need to click on this multi-city button. So there's the feature called Open Selector Playground. Just click on that and select this button. Here you are able to see like we are the Cypress has provided the CSS that is automatically created. Just we need to copy that CSS from the play, playground, and that we can use directly in our test cases. So for that, just website is already there. We need to click on that CY, just paste that, and dot click is the method to click on this button. Just click it, and then after click on that multi-city button, there is one more pop-up is coming. Continue. We need to click on this continue pop-up, and then we need to validate this form and to input box. So we need to validate this continue button also. Just select that and copy this. We can create that CSS manually as well, but this time I'm using the playground feature that is provided by the Cypress. It's provided like the cy.get, also the locator also. Just we need to provide the click method only to click this. So continue. Just click here. If you want to disable the playground, then click continue. Now we need to validate this from but checkbox or to checkbox, and these all. So currently I am validating only the from checkbox. You can do the same thing with the to checkbox also. So just for that, select this form selector and identify this form input box and copy this CSS. That is the CSS that using that we can easily identify, uniquely identify this particular checkbox. To check the visibility, here we can use the assertion that is provided by the Chai framework is should to check the visibility. For that, just we need to put a should, and here is the one method called b dot visible that check the visibility of that particular element. That element is visible or not. So just we need to identify that particular input box uniquely, and then we need to provide the visible so dot be visible method to validate that. Just Control S and let's see it's working or not. It's loading the website. Click on the multi-city button, and in the assertion you are able to see that input box form 1 is visible now. So the scenario is successful. Basically we have click on the multi-city button and validated that the input extra input box is available. Now the second one is to check the invisibility. We need to click on this one way button, and then we need to check that particular input box is not visible now. For that, again we need to identify this one way button. So then go to the, just scroll up, go to the selector and identify this one way button, copy the CSS and then we can use like just paste it and dot click the method. And now we need to again validate this checkbox for the invisibility. This time it should not be visible. So for that, again, if you put should, and there one more method available inside the should is not dot be dot visible, not be visible, should not be visible. It's like a plain English sentence. So in the first line number 12 we are validating for the visibility, and the line number 14 we are validating for invisibility, because after clicking on the one way button that particular box is not visible now. So again, just save the text and let's see it's working or not. It's perfectly worked. So here we are validated the visibility of that particular element. In this assertion, we have validated for not to be invisibility of that element. So where if you have the scenario in your test case where you want to validate the visibility or the invisibility of that particular element for a specific scenario, you can use the should.be visible method or should.not to be visible method. That is method basically for the visibility and the invisibility of the element. In the second thing that we will cover is handling alerts and the pop-up using the Cypress. So what is alert and pop-up? It's basically if I open any website like it's a site where we can create the account, and here you have to provide the first name, last name, and many other things. And without providing anything, if I click on the create my account button, it's saying like your full name cannot be blank, some error is coming, and the is coming as a pop-up. These are basically the pop-up that is provided by the site if you are not filling some mandatory value or not thing. So these are the things if you want to handle in your automation. The Selenium, if you are aware of the concept of the Selenium, there is alert classes available to handle this. But in the Cypress, if the pop-up is will come between the execution, Cypress will auto accept that pop-up. So there is no need to return the code, any code to handle these types of the pop-up. Cypress will automatically click on this OK button and handle these pop-up. So the pop-up handling is automatic feature of the Cypress. So how it will handle the pop-up? Let's check on the scenario on the Visual Studio. For that, I'm just commenting this it block, and just here, and the second it block that I have written for the handling the pop-up. So that is already there. Just need to remove. Yes. So in this, I'm opening this particular website and I'm clicking on the register button only. Remaining code is commented. Just forget it. After click on the register button without entering any field, the pop-up will come and Cypress will auto accept that pop-up that we need to validate. So just I'm pressing Control S button to run this test. Oops, some indentation is missing. Just need to check once. Okay. Yes. And I have to comment till here. It's okay now. See, we have opened the website, we have clicked on the register button, and the alert is opened. Your full name is blank. You please enter your full name, and Cypress automatically click on this OK button. We have not written any single line of the code to handle this, and Cypress automatically handle these types of the pop-up. But what if you're in your scenario you want to validate the text. The text is coming like your name cannot be blank and we want to validate this particular text, but Cypress is automatically handling the pop-up. Because of that behavior we are not able to validate this type of the text or this type of the scenario. Now how we can handle these type of the scenarios? So for that, if I move to the Cypress official website, they are providing some events. Using that event, we can not we can not alter the behavior of the Cypress and perform the some actions. So if you click on that register button and whenever the pop-up is will open, the window alert will trigger on the web page. So on the back end, the window alert will trigger, and based on that, the pop-up will come. So Cypress is providing a alert event is called window alert that fires when your app calls the global window alert method. So window alert method. So when you call this window alert method, the pop-up will open on the background, and using that method you can grab that text and you can validate that particular text. But everything is will happen on the background. You're not able to see the pop-up opening, because when the pop-up will open, Cypress will auto accept the alert. We cannot change this behavior, but using this window alert method, we can grab the text and validate the particular text. So how we can use this window alert method? Let's see. For that, just open that particular website, and we have to click on this create an account button, and then it will open that particular alert. So we have opened the website and we have clicked on that particular register button. Now to initiate the window alert, we have one method called cby.on. The on is the method using that you can trigger any event that is provided by the Cypress. This time we need to trigger the event called window alert. So we are typing window alert. So once you trigger the window alert, it will open the alert, and if you want to grab the text, you need to just pass any string here. In the string, it will store that particular value of that particular alert or pop-up. Then we have to just press a pipe symbol and bracket open close. Inside that particular braces, we can write the code to validate the particular pop-up. For that, basically, I'm using the assertion accept. We can say accept dot to. Then accept, basically we need to provide the string that we need to validate. So that is the string that is coming from the pop-up, and then we can say dot to, and then we have method like equal. If you want to validate the text line by line, word to word, then you can use the equal method. And if you want to validate a few keyword like your name is present or only one word or two word, then you can use the dot include method. So I'm using the include method because the pop-up text, if you see, it's quite long. So I'm just validating your full name keyword here. So I'm using the include method, and here I need to pass the string that I need to validate. So your full name, the same that is provided in the pop-up. So using this window alert method, it will open the pop-up on the background and grab the text on this string variable. And using the assertion, we just compare this string to the expected one. Just press on the Control S button, and let's see. It's open the pop-up, auto accept it, and using the window alert is validated like this expected your full name cannot be blank, and we have it's matching with the your full name. So using this Cypress event, we can handle the pop-up and we can grab the text and validate it, because Cypress is automatically handling the pop-up. So using these types of the event, we can perform these types of the validation on the alerts and the pop-ups. So that's all for this lecture. In this lecture, we have covered the visibility and the invisibility of the element, and handling the alert means auto accept alerts, and the how to handle the alerts using the window alert event that is provided by the Cypress. So that's all. If you have any question, you can ask me on the LinkedIn. My LinkedIn URL is given on the description box. So thank you. Thanks for your time.